And what they did for that was they had a bunch of people that were like, I'm sober and homeless, and they were like making fun of homeless people. So I feel like he's saying like, we need to stop making fun of these people and brushing it to the side for somebody else to deal with, and more like, we need to address this because believe it or not, it's happening in our world right now.
And yeah, all of his poem titles are like Tempest, Shadows of the Night. None of them are really uplifting, so he's more like a dark soul.
Yeah, that could probably explain Fallen Angels, like about war.
Yeah, Fallen Angels, Tempest, Together Through
For
Life.
the mean people in this world, fallen angels. Because like angels are like devils, like Satan.
Oh,
Like
Those
how
people
we
in
do.
this world.
like devils, like
Yeah.
demons and all. That's what they are.
Yeah.
And one of his songs is called "I'm Only Bleeding." Like that's kind of depressing.
Like, I'm only bleeding. I'm
And
not
I'm
emotionally depressed, but I really am.
All
Yeah,
these
and
like
I'm
trying to show something
He's trying
from
to-
the outside.
I'm
depressed
only
people-
he's not like trying to show emotion. Like when he gets hurt, he's not trying to be like, "Are you okay? I'm only bleeding." It's not like that.
I've
Like,
been
he's not trying to show the emotion
And I'm
that he actually
thinking
That's
feels.
some
like
really
all
like
these
negative
emotions-
self-esteem, because if you're saying I'm only bleeding,
Oh,
It's
no,
pro-
you can continue.
It's probably because he's probably writing this like sad because it says here he got divorced.
See?
So
A girl.
It might not be divorce. It might be divorce and this kind of stuff because it says that his friend John Lennon died in 1980.
Okay, I got something right here.
Me
too.
Yeah.
So one of his songs are called "Knocking on Heaven's Door," and another one is "Subterranean Homesick Blues." Things have changed, just like a woman, masters of war. The times are a changing. Yeah, and a girl from the North Country.
So maybe it's
Okay.
why
I feel like
they
it's
were from
Dylan.
New York or
Yeah.
Okay, so like,
up north.
I feel like with all this depressing song titles, especially with I'm Only Bleeding, a lot of people think that physical pain is more intense than psychological pain. But being acquainted with a lot of mentally depressed people, it is not. Being mentally depressed is one of the worst things possible. And it's like, so you'll dismiss it because somebody has a broken arm. You'll like say, oh, you need to go get healed when somebody has a broken arm. But when somebody's suicidal, the world doesn't care. The world thinks, oh, you're fine, somebody has it worse. But in reality, that just makes it worse to a point where it gets to where it gets to the point where you can't say, oh, people have it worse. To a point where it's irreversible. So Bob Dylan's pretty much saying, this is not something we can just ignore and say somebody has it worse.
Physical pain can be bad. Physical pain is being in the hospital and having people visit you and you feel like bad, really bad. But depression is feeling emotionally very, very
Like locked up in a
broken
cage
and knowing that no one will be there. That's
Okay,
depression.
so
I have a quote.
So like that's the thing about the Tambourine Man. I looked up the lyrics and it says that the Tambourine Man is Bob Dylan's imaginary friend in a way.
Oh.
He's just asking the Tambourine Man just to play a song so he can know the
It
sleep.
is a
Still know there
dream.
is some lack of sleep.
Okay.
It was a
Okay,
dream.
so I found a quote. It says, "Trying to hide my feelings and pretending like nothing's wrong." So it reminded me of this song "I'm Only Bleeding" because it's like you like fall down and you know how people are like, "Oh, it's okay," you get up and they help you get up and they like laugh it off and stuff. Well, sometimes you have like a skinned knee or something, but internally, like you don't really bleed when you're not okay inside. You snap. Yeah, and so if you like break down and crash.
And on here, before when they were married, they had a lot of nice poems, like uplifting. But after they got divorced in June 1977, and the poems started getting bad around the 2000s. They started getting deeper and deeper.
That's
Because the world was getting worse.
Yeah.
And one of them's called "Till I Fell in Love with You," and then there's another one that says "Ain't gonna go to hell for anybody." So that means he's tired of wars happening. He's tired of the way the world is, and he's not gonna go down for what other people are making this world like.
And he has a quote. It says he not busy being born, is busy dying. So I think he means that we're not rebuilding ourselves. We're just tearing each other down through war and suffering and homelessness and
friend.
etc. Like
Right.
those kind